Today we are reading a collection of books. The Little Mouse, The Red Ripe Strawberry, and The Big Hungry Bear. This used to be one of my favorites. In fact, I was looking for this last September, but I couldn't find it. And guess where it was? The attic. No wonder I couldn't find it. Hello, little mouse. What are you doing? Oh, I see. Are you going to pick that red, ripe strawberry? But little mouse, haven't you heard about the big, hungry bear? Oh, how that bear loves red, ripe strawberries. The big, hungry bear can smell a red, ripe strawberry a mile away. Especially one that has just been picked. Boom, boom, boom. The bear will tromp through the forest on his big, hungry feet and... Sorry, my lungs gave out. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. The bear will tromp through the forest on his big, hungry feet and... find the strawberry. No matter where it is hidden. No matter who is guarding it. Or how it is disguised. Quick! There's only one way in the whole wide world to save a red, ripe strawberry from the big, hungry bear. You have to cut it into two. And share half with me. And we'll both eat it all up. Yum. Now that's one red ripe strawberry the big hungry bear will never get. The end. Right. Okay. Rabbits and Raindrops by Jim Arnosky. This is another one that I was looking for. Dated 2001, 2/22. My mom gave it to me. This book is dedicated to Darren. I always love the front, the page. I don't know what that's called. Mother Rabbit sits by her nest under a hedge at the edge of a green lawn. Her 5 babies are ready to climb out of the nest for the first time. Mother Rabbit hops out into the bright sunlight, onto the green grass. One after another, the 5 baby rabbits hop out onto the lawn. They nibble clover blossoms and leaves. They meet grasshoppers, spiders, and bees. All of a sudden, the sky turns dark, and big, heavy raindrops begin to fall. A rabbit's fur is not waterproof. Baby rabbits can become soaked and catch a cold. So Mother Rabbit hurries her babies back under the hedge. From their dry shelter, 5 baby rabbits watched the rain pouring down. A butterfly flutters in under the hedge and rests on a dry leaf. Soon others come inside out of the rain. Out in the shower, honeybees buzz by, flying between raindrops to stay dry. Suddenly, the shower ends, and the last few raindrops splatter down. All together, the rabbits hop out onto the lawn to taste the wet grass and play rabbit tag in the sun. Okay, I think we're going to do Ginger by Charlotte Voake next. Ginger was a lucky cat. He lived with a little girl who made him delicious meals and gave him a beautiful basket where he would curl up and close his eyes. Here he is, fast asleep. But here he is again, wide awake. What's this? A kitten. He'll be a nice new friend for you, Ginger, said the little girl. But Ginger didn't want a new friend, especially one like this. Ginger hoped the kitten would go away, but he didn't. Everywhere Ginger went, the kitten followed, springing out from behind doors, leaping onto Ginger's back, even eating Ginger's food. What a naughty kitten. But what upset Ginger more than anything was that whenever he got into his beautiful basket, the kitten always climbed in too, and the little girl didn't do anything about it. So Ginger decided to leave. He went out through the cat flap and he didn't come back. The kitten waited for a while, then he got into Ginger's basket. It wasn't the same without Ginger. The kitten played with some flowers. Then he found somewhere to sharpen his claws. The little girl found him on the table drinking some milk. "You naughty kitten," she said. "I thought you were with Ginger. Where is he anyway?" She looked in Ginger's basket, but of course, he wasn't there. "Perhaps he's eating his food," she said. But Ginger wasn't there either. "I hope he's not upset," she said. "I hope he hasn't run away." She put on her galoshes and went out into the garden, and that is where she found him. A very wet, sad, cold Ginger hiding under a bush. The little girl carried Ginger and the kitten inside. "It's a pity you can't be friends," she said. She gave Ginger a special meal. She gave the kitten a little plate of his own. Then she tucked Ginger into his own warm basket. All she could find for the kitten to sleep in was a little tiny cardboard box. But the kitten didn't mind, because cats love cardboard boxes, however small they are. So when the little girl went in to see the two cats again, this is how she found them. And now Ginger and the naughty kitten get along very well. Most of the time. Fun Dog, Sun Dog by Deborah Heligman. No. Story by Deborah Heligman. Illustrations by Tim Bowers. Tinka is a sweet dog, a treat dog, a jumping up to greet dog. A fun dog, a sun dog, and a run and run and run dog. A ride dog, a slide dog, a stay right by my side dog. A beat dog, a reach dog, a something new to teach dog. Tinka is a dandy dog, a sandy dog, a snatching all my candy dog. A howl dog, a yowl dog, a crawl beneath my towel dog. An ocean dog, a motion dog, a grabbing suntan lotion dog, a sticky dog, an icky dog, an icky, sticky, licky dog. Tinka is a hot dog, a trot dog, a runs away a lot dog. A fair dog, a bear dog, and I don't want to share dog. A busy dog, a dizzy dog, a soda is too fizzy dog. Tinka is a park dog, a bark dog, a take me home it's dark dog. A night dog, a fright dog, a something's not quite right dog, a hey dog, a sprayed dog, a skunk got in the way dog. Tinka is a stink dog, a blink dog, a too big for the sink dog, a tub dog, a rub dog, a scrub-a-dub-dub dog. Tinka is a prancy dog, a dancy dog, a brushed and combed and fancy dog, a nap dog, a rap dog, a climb up in my lap dog. A care dog, a share dog, a when I need her there dog. I was so mad. These little critter books. I was so mad. I've referenced these since I was a child. Like Mercer Mayer. I really need to look up these names before I do these videos. These little critter books, I have so many of them. I don't know why I changed my positioning. Like, come on. I was so mad. Bro, look. It's such a mood. I wanted to keep some frogs in the bathtub, but Mom wouldn't let me. I was so mad. I wanted to play with my little sister's dollhouse, but Dad wouldn't let me. I was so mad. I wanted to play hide and seek in the clean sheets, but Grandma said, "No, you can't." I was just so mad. I wanted to water the garden, but Grandpa said, "No, you can't." So I decided to decorate the house, but Grandpa said, "No, you can't do that either." Was I ever mad? Dad said, "Why don't you play in the sandbox?" I didn't want to do that. Mom said, "Why don't you play on the slide?" I didn't want to do that either. I was too mad. I wanted to practice my juggling show instead, but Mom said, "No, you can't." I wanted to tickle the goldfish, but Mom said, "Leave the goldfish alone." "You won't let me do anything I want to do," I said. "I guess I'll run away." That's how mad I was. So I packed my wagon with my favorite toys, and I packed a bag of cookies to eat on the way. Then I walked out the front door, but my friends were going to the park to play ball. "Can you come too?" they asked. "Can I go?" And Mom said I could. I'll run away tomorrow if I'm still so mad. Froggy bakes a cake. This was a classic. Okay? This is by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkiewicz. Remkiewicz? I'm not really sure. I love it. I love Froggy books. Honestly, it looks like I had a good childhood through these books. I mean, I wouldn't say I had like a horrible childhood, but it wasn't like, some parts. It was Froggy's mother's birthday. Froggy was outside making mud pies. "Froggy!" called his father. "What?" "Help me bake a cake for your mother." "Oh, please," cried Froggy. "I want to do it all by myself." So Froggy flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. "You'll need flour," said his father, "and sugar, and chocolate." "I know," cried Froggy, and he pushed his chair against the counter and climbed up. He took down the flour, he took down the sugar, he took down all the chocolate candy his mother had hidden since Halloween. "We need lots of flour and sugar," said Froggy, and he dumped a large bag of flour and a whole bag of sugar into a big yellow bowl. "We need lots and lots of chocolate," said Froggy, and he dumped in 10 handfuls of chocolate-covered flies. "We need milk, too," said Froggy's father. "I know," cried Froggy, and he flopped to the fridge. Flop, 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 and grabbed a carton of milk. Oops! It dropped on his foot and spilled. "And eggs and butter," added his father. "I know," cried Froggy. He snatched a carton of eggs. Oops! He only broke 4 or 5, and just 1 stick of butter fell on the floor. "Don't forget the baking powder," said his father. "I know," cried Froggy, and he climbed up and took down the baking powder. Then he cracked 7 eggs into the bowl. Crack, 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 and only a few shells fell in. And he put in the butter, bloop, and poured in the milk, glub, 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 and finally he dumped in the whole box of baking powder. "Time to mix it all together," said his father. "I know," cried Froggy, and he stirred it and slopped it and mixed it and plopped it. Then he dumped all the goopy cake batter into a cake pan and shoved the cake into the oven. He sang, "Oogly boogly burbly bake," I make and I bake and I wait for the cake. Froggy, called his father. What? While you wait for the cake to bake, help me blow up the balloons. Froggy helped blow up the balloons. He blew, and he blew, and he blew, and he blew. He knocked over the lemonade, and the paper party tablecloth got all wet. Froggy, called his mother. What? What smells so good? It's a surprise, yelled Froggy, and he flopped back to the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. Come and get it, hollered Froggy. Froggy's mother and father flopped in and slid across the buttery floor. And Froggy said, "Are you ready?" and opened the oven door. Yikes, the cake exploded, yelped Froggy's father. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Too much baking powder, I guess. It's good, though, said his father, licking his fingers. Wait, cried Froggy, I'll be right back. Flop, flop, flop. Happy birthday, Mom, he said, and he handed her a fresh mud pie with a candle in it. I made it all by myself. Oh, Froggy, said his mother, this is the best birthday pie I ever had. What a mess, said Froggy's father. Let's go out to celebrate. Great, said Froggy. Yes, said Froggy's mother. And together they leapfrogged all the way to the bakery. Flop, flop, flop. LOL.